Welcome back to our romantic Rhine and Moselle River cruise with Scenic. This is Cochem, said to be one of the prettiest towns in the Moselle, and it is easy to see why. Gorgeous German homes line the banks of the river, overseen by a fabulous castle high on the hill, something straight out of a fairy tale. You'd be hard-pressed to find a more picturesque town. Cochem is a showstopper. And the piece de resistance is the town's most iconic feature, Reichsburg Castle. The original castle was obliterated by French troops in 1689 and remained a ruin for nearly 200 years, until a wealthy Berlin businessman passed through town and enjoyed way too much of the local wine.
And when he woke next morning, he realized he was the new owner.
How much did he pay?
So the story goes. He bought it very cheap for 300 Prussian thalers. That would be in today's money 4,000 euros, more or less. But it was a ruin. And then he rebuilt the ruin after old plans. It took him almost 10 years and 5 million gold marks. And that would be a value today of nearly 45 million euros. Wow. So you can imagine that man wasn't only a bit wealthy, but stinking rich. This is the dining hall of the castle.
Wow. There are 10 rooms to explore, including the hunting room and a special room for knights.
With Handel's water music, we entered into the Knights' Hall.
Oh, I like it.
Largest room in the castle.
So did they have dancers in here?
Yeah, I think so.
After a couple of days enjoying the sights of the magical Moselle, our scenic cruise has delivered us to beautiful Bernkastel. Murray's heading off to enjoy the town, while I'm taking on today's other scenic free choice option, a visit to the historical melting pot of Trier. The best place to begin exploring is at the entrance. Porta Nigra was a Roman city gate named in the Middle Ages for the blackened colour of its stone. So Jens, the black gates here, were they actually built to defend Trier?
It was built to defend, but most important was for sure representation. So a gate always had two functions, to keep people out and to attract people.
Right.
So this gate is very, very ornate, and it has columns, it has pilasters. So that was to show people this was a very, very wealthy city, and it actually was.
Through the gates, you'll discover the core of Trier, its buzzing medieval marketplace, surrounded by lavish half-timber houses bedazzled with all the gold trimmings. And if that pop of colour isn't enough, the Electoral Palace Gardens is for you. Who designed this? This is stunning.
Well, that is the Prince Elector's palace. So it was a prince who had the function to elect the German king. He had to show off a bit. He was the third most important prince in Germany, and of course he wanted to be number one. He had to compete with the other two.
Okay.
And therefore it always had to be state-of-the-art, which is much more ornate, much more beautiful, much more colourful.
Very show-offy.
Absolutely, yes.
This is Bernkastel, said to be one of the best preserved medieval towns in Germany.
Situated in the Middle Moselle, Bernkastel is celebrated for its vineyards and their magical, mysterious healing properties.
You know, in the Middle Ages and the medieval times, people used to come to Bernkastel to drink the wine to stay healthy.
Of course they did.
Of course they did. The story goes that Bermund II was in residence in the castle at the top of the hill in the 14th century, and he was very ill. And a vineyard who had vineyards in this area brought a barrel of wine past. Bermund II drank the wine. He then slept for 3 days, and when he woke up again, he was healthy.
He was cured.
He was cured. This is Bernkastel wine.
Join Scenic on an all-inclusive luxury 15-day romantic Rhine and Moselle river cruise between Amsterdam and Basel. All exclusive Scenic Enrich experiences, Scenic free choice activities, onboard meals and premium drinks, they are included. Start planning for 2021. Early bird prices start from $7,695 per person twin share, and for a limited time, flights to Europe are included. Getaway viewers can also save an additional $400 per couple. So to request a brochure, just visit scenic.com.au/getaway, call 1300 790 372 or just speak to your nearest Scenic agent.